Hi everybody, and welcome to Actual Factual Magic. We're going to talk about another cool preview coming out for the Apple TV show For All Mankind Season 2. I'm Joe Pillsbury, and of course I am joined by Devin Cass remotely.
Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Movie Reviews, and today we're going to take a look at the latest trailers from an Apple TV Plus series called For All Mankind.
But the premise starts pretty much where the space program started in real life, okay? So the space race, Russians against the United States, trying to be first into space, be first to orbit, first to the moon.
This is a trailer for the upcoming second season of this series. It's a unique alternate reality series where the Russians are the first group to land on the moon versus the United States, and the chain of events that theoretically takes place thereafter.
What things would have been triggered by a more successful Russian space program. And the cool thing is, it takes into consideration America's pride in America's industrial force and the can-do attitude that Americans had and have. And the idea is we wouldn't have given up. We would push harder. So more things would have happened. Sure, the Russians got to the moon first, but we're going to be first to put a base on the moon. We're going to be first to do all these other things and push, meaning space technology gets this huge turbo boost, and all of the social implications of the space program through the 60s, 70s are also triggered along the way. So if you're a history buff like I am, this is like a twisted American history, and it still stays true to so much of it, but it's interesting to see how just a couple of triggers, you know, that old analogy that if you went back in time and a butterfly fluttered its wings at a different portion in time, it would cause this cascade of different events that could lead to an entirely different tomorrow. Well, this is kind of playing off of that. So let's take a look at what Season 2 is. Season 1 had the United States building a space base on the moon, having a presence on the moon, and discovering that the Russians were nearby and tampering with what they were doing on the moon too, and the discovery of water on the moon. And that's kind of where things were left off. There's a lot of lots of details, but that's where things were left. Okay, let's take a look.
We're concerned. The Soviets might be trying to introduce a new weapon.
We let this go, it would set a dangerous precedent.
Welcome to NASA. You are, as of this moment, officially astronaut candidates.
Someday people
Some
will
mark
write the
back
history
to Season
of this
1 here.
time.
This is Jamestown Actual. 10 seconds, mark.
They will say that during the coldest depths of the Cold War, America inspired
Music from the 80s. Interesting.
I give you Pathfinder. It's 3 times as powerful as our current
Ooh, a shuttle.
I'm tired of talking about the good old days. I'm trying to miss it.
With this weapon, they could drop munitions on any point on Earth.
The president wants you to put together a new mission.
Wow.
I shouldn't go.
I love how they have
The
the
look in your eyes at every lunch.
spacesuit technology pretty correct.
I have here the rules of engagement for use of force on the moon.
Ooh, war on the moon.
Steps away from nuclear war. Target lock.
Once we do this thing, there's no going back.
Indeed.
This program has the power to change the world.
You need to remind them on Apollo 11. We came in peace for all mankind.
Ready to fire.
We need to live up to that.
But Ron Howard's moonwalking technology there.
Catch up on season 1, it says. I have to admit, I am actually rewatching season 1. I'm trying to re-go through and really appreciate a lot of what they did for it, trying to get things right from physics and behavior to, setting up political future. What does this do to science? What happens with some of these major figures as a result of different actions? The constant race to be the first to do something. And, there certainly is some of that tension of, there could be an escalated conflict. But, I grew up during the Cold War, and, I don't think for me, just because I was too young, that I grasped fully, everything that was going on in some of the different military and whatever threats that, really were there. And I've learned a lot more about it as I've gotten older and, really reading and understanding that and kind of seeing the way that season 1 teed up potential conflict or escalation of this tension has definitely, brought some of that conflict to mind. And I'm looking forward to seeing exactly where they go with it and where they can take it.
Well, as you can see, I was kind of speechless through a lot of this. I'm such a huge fan of Apollo stuff, and they obviously show so much respect for the technology of the Apollo missions, the technology of the day, the shuttle missions. I was blessed to have met a few shuttle astronauts in my lifetime. Just the respect I have for those guys is amazing. So it's going to be fun to see what this show does. Apple TV, it's still in its fledgling. It's still just gaining an audience, but you can get a free trial where you can pour through a lot of these great shows for nothing. And what I did is I started off with a free trial, and I am addicted. The shows are such high quality and inspiring and fun. Let's not forget Ted Lasso, which is one of the best shows on TV. Apple TV, worth getting Apple TV, the app for your device or your TV. I can't wait to see this. This series really was a good watch. The initial season was really good, really compelling. So I'm really anxious to see what they do with season 2. And it's in the hands of Ron Moore, who is just an amazing storyteller. Can't wait to see where this goes.